Hola, and welcome back to the new Coffee and Chaos.
What?
Right.
New year, new
Cafecito
us.
and Chisme.
Uh-huh.
New year, new us. I'm Alina, your host, and we got Tom.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good.
Happy New Year.
Great.
Good.
Yep.
And over here on the lovely brown couch, the brown broke girl. If you watched a few episodes back, you'd understand
Broke
why I
sis,
said
broke sis.
broke sis. Trina and Daniela. Happy New Year's, ladies.
Happy New Year.
Talofa.
We've had quite a Solomon.
Hi.
Happy New Year.
Same to you.
But it was what? We had a good 2 minutes of just ragging on each other before we started.
No, we're hyping each other up.
Yeah.
There's no ragging over
ragging.
here.
2026.
We don't do that.
So 2026, I'm in the car in my minivan and lying at Starbucks, and I'm paying for our coffees. So I pull out my wallet, and somebody looks over at me and says, "Is that like your everyday wallet?"
No, I didn't say that.
What did you say?
I said, is that your wallet?
Oh yeah, she was, "Is that your wallet? And I said, "You mean like if I went on a hot date with a hot guy, would I have that wallet?" She goes, "Yeah."
I said, you shouldn't be taking out your wallet on a hot date.
No, you cleaned it up. Let's be real. She looked at me, she goes, "You shouldn't take out your wallet." And what she meant was,
I meant you should not take out your wallet when you're on a
What kind
date.
of wallet? Did you see my wallet that I came in
it's
with?
a-
Now I'm scared.
it's a Star Wars wallet. So on one side is Han Solo and
Oh, see, I
Princess
love
Leia
it.
kissing, and on the other side is Luke Skywalker and
It's all good.
Yoda.
I got
But she
Winnie the
looked
Pooh.
at it. Yeah.
Okay. It's okay.
Look at her.
It's
See,
just a
she's
little,
like,
you know,
she's like,
Can't wait for this Disney trip.
Yes. You're wearing
look
ears
at Tom.
too.
Tom's
Uh-huh.
like- so
You
that's
guys are
all.
all wearing ears.
Yeah. Tom, would you go with us to Disneyland if we took you?
Yes, go.
You wouldn't go to Disneyland?
go to
No.
California.
When was the last time you
Water.
went?
This place is a shithole.
No, it's not.
Okay, I respect your opinion. So give me some. I don't either. Give me some.
Concrete.
Yeah.
Whoa. Get.
What
Help
is-
me understand why you believe it's a shithole. Besides it being expensive, which we all know.
Well, yeah, expensive right off the bat, like pushing families out. But no, just some of the stuff, their agenda, some of the stuff I see
Oh
that
yeah.
they're doing. It's just, to
Okay.
kids, to everything. It's just like everything goes, and no.
Oh, you're just referring to stuff that they might be supporting or, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Or-
whether they look the other way and allow all kinds of weird shit going on in there,
Yeah.
At Disneyland?
Yes.
Well, at Disneyland, or you mean like what they represent in the movies? and
That
everything?
too, that both, all of
Yeah.
it, their whole organization.
So you're telling me if Miss America, your future spouse, comes into your life and she is a Disney fanatic, you're just going to be like, no, babe, we're not doing Disneyland?
Probably not.
What if your grandkid
Yes,
looked
you
up
No,
to you and said,
no.
"Papa"?
No, I'm not.
No.
I'm not.
He's
Really,
like,
100%. I'm not. It's
he's like,
hard
we're going to
put
the
their-
gym.
Like,
But you wouldn't just go just for them, like just to. But you.
but that's what everybody does, and nobody has any. They don't stand on nothing. They'll just go because this or that was said, and they want to make everybody feel good. I'm not trying to make everybody feel good. I stand on what I stand on. That's the way it is.
Well, to
I rather
Daniela-
take my kid, because the way that is expensive as it is, I could probably take them to freaking Hawaii and back or something on the amount of money that it
You
costs.
probably could.
You could do something way nicer than a Disneyland trip with the whole family. So I just,
It
no.
is expensive.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have a
I-
pass, and I don't think it's.
I mean,
Yeah, I
if
don't-
you gave me a
it's
choice,
like-
Hawaii or Disneyland, I'm obviously going to go to Hawaii.
Well,
Yeah,
obviously we're
same
going
here.
to Hawaii.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
for
I mean,
sure.
I'm being.
I would
maybe
say for
over,
a
but I'm
family
just
that
saying,
doesn't live here, a trip to Disneyland is expensive.
very expensive.
But
Mhm.
if you live here, like I
If you have the
I drive
pass
there
and you've done,
just,
So
a,
you know,
but even a
okay.
pass, how much is the pass?
Depends
it's-
on which one you get.
it does depend.
Okay.
What?
And each pass comes with a different perk.
The lowest pass you can get, I think, is like $1,200 a year.
No, it's 600.
Oh, is it? Oh, because
Yeah.
that's the SoCal
What's the
resident
highest
one.
pass?
Oh,
1,800.
1,800.
A year?
Yeah.
Okay, so what
For
is...
one person.
For
And,
one person.
okay, but
Okay, now
what
let's
is
get the whole family
Yeah,
going on.
put it on your
It's
credit card,
ridiculous.
get miles or
No,
something.
no,
I don't
no.
know.
Hell no.
Yeah.
So what is $1,800 perks of on the
that I
blackout
don't know.
days?
You get free parking, and then you get 20% discount. You get 15% off your food. You get, I mean, there's perks.
Okay.
You
obviously,
can go limited
merchandise.
time. There's
You
no
go-
blackout dates.
yeah.
Stuff like
And then how much would you say you spend when you go that one day? If it's just you and your daughter.
So if it's just me and Missy going just for dinner, between the two of us, because we share food, we
Yeah.
probably spend like $40 to $60.
Yeah,
on
it's
food.
not. If you
Okay.
have a pass and you go and
Yeah, like
you
I don't
go
need to be
enough
there all day.
to
We'll
make
go
your
and
money
eat.
back.
Yeah, we go and eat and just hang
if you
out.
make the pass worth it,
yeah,
it's worth
then it
Yeah.
is because you go
Yeah.
and you walk around and you're just walking
I'm
around.
not,
all
we're
the,
not trying to like get on every single ride every day to get all of our money's worth because we'll be there for a couple hours and we'll be just like ready to go. Yeah, let's go.
We
Like,
go to
you know,
eat,
and
yeah.
then we just jam
Yeah,
out.
we go to eat.
get
have a
ice
lot of
cream and
food
we're
that-
out
yeah.
out. You know, but you know, shopping is what costs a lot of money because yeah, if you're there for one day or so, you're buying everything that you.
But
see.
nowadays, you could just buy all this Disneyland stuff somewhere else, right? You don't have to buy stuff at Disneyland,
you could buy it online. Yeah, on the Disney
and it would be
store.
cheaper.
No, it's
No.
the same.
Oh, I don't like that word.
Yeah.
Cheapers for horse.
Well,
Inexpensive.
it-
Wait,
Uh,
cheapers
no,
are
just-
for what?
Yeah,
Cheapers.
I mean,
for
you
what
could buy
did you say?
Disney
If you-
merch anywhere.
Did nobody
You
hear
could-
what
like
she
there's
just said?
I mean,
You say
don't-
cheapers for horses?
No, that's what I.
Hookers.
Oh.
Wait, how is cheaper for hookers?
It's the word cheap. Like
cheap,
I
less
Go back,
expensive,
let
less
me
I cleaned it
Oh.
up. It's inexpensive.
inexpensive. Yeah, there we go.
Go back.
Remember 2026?
Yeah,
So, but if you went just,
Yeah.
you know, you don't have a pass and you go and you buy a ticket and you want to do both parks.
Mhm.
right.
Oh,
You're
it's-
gonna-
it's
you're spending
$350
money.
bucks.
Wait,
Absolutely.
You have
So
to
now
pay
you
for
have
the
a
other
family
park?
of, let's just say,
5. Let's say
yeah, I
5
have 4
as an average.
boys, myself, my girl,
Mhm.
and we're saying it ain't expensive?
It's
Come on, man. You're like
Oh, no,
a
it is
grand
expensive.
at
Who said it's not-
least.
but
Just
no, it is
No,
expensive.
what
I'm
I'm saying.
I'm not
so
saying
for
it's
me,
not
Yeah,
expensive.
Yeah. bought a
no,
car.
No, it's
Yeah.
definitely.
Could've bought
But you
somebody
gotta
else.
and
also-
I go to Kern River or something for 3 days for that same amount with groceries and hamburgers and
But everybody,
gas and
but
back.
everybody's,
You know what I mean?
you know,
It's
priority
like,
and where they
wow.
spend their money is
It's
different.
crazy, yeah.
Because
but
you got
I'm not
you got
into
people
Disney
that,
that much. It doesn't do that.
you know,
I haven't
you got
been there
you
in
got
21
people
years.
that go
Well, I
and
think because
party
you have
every weekend and
boys.
spend $200-$300 in alcohol a night, Saturday, Friday,
Yeah,
Saturday, and
true,
Sunday.
true.
So your priorities are different. They're just
Yeah.
not
It could be
prioritized
a-
to do that.
Yeah.
If you want to take your family to Disneyland, you know, once or twice a year, you're going to prioritize that. And $1,800 to get in, you know, for a family of 5, and then food and everything. So you're doing $3,000 a trip. Yeah, you're
But
doing
now,
2 or 3 days, and
it-
it's
even though
expensive.
it's-
I'm not saying it's
Yeah.
not,
But even if you pay the $1,800 for the family of
Mhm.
5, and if you live here and you don't have a pass,
right,
that also was like you buy the park hopper.
yeah,
That's-
you're
that was-
getting, you're doing,
you
you're
can come
doing
back
so
3
much
times.
in a
But
few
no,
days.
but there's one that you could buy the one that's like for 3 days or something. like
right,
that.
right. They have some good deals going on.
Yeah, they have like
Yeah.
they have a good deals
So
at
like you
Costco.
would book your reservation your days from here till May. So you have, you know,
Mhm.
like 4 or 5 months to
Yeah.
go,
Yeah.
which is actually really good.
But I think it's like what
$80
you,
bucks and you get a park hopper.
Yeah,
Wait,
And
to park hopper for
You
not
go-
like
Disneyland
not like
and
whores.
California
You don't
Adventure.
hop back and forth.
what's that California Adventure?
Food. All the best food
All
is
the
there.
food.
Food is amazing. We go
All
there.
the
for the
drinks.
most.
Disneyland?
Yes.
Huh?
You have to go over there to eat. You can't eat at Disneyland.
No,
You
no.
can
I'm-
eat at Disneyland.
They have
You can
better
eat and do all
restaurants
that
over
at
there.
Disneyland too, but California Adventure is more like, oh, like I
And
don't
you have to
know.
pay to get in there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
It's 2 different parks.
Yeah.
They both have rides. They both have foods. They
Now,
both
where
have
is the
shopping.
ripoff?
That family
You have
is.
that same property and you decide, let's break it in half so I can hit you twice.
No,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
the same
it's
thing when you go
definitely-
to Florida. You go to Universal, Epic,
Yeah.
Animal Kingdom. It's all a different ticket.
No,
it's
they-
not one ticket, and you go
We
into
get
I've
your
never been
5
point.
to
different
Florida,
parks.
but
You know,
Same with
I'm just
Universal
saying.
Studios.
I'm just
You don't
saying,
get a
you're-
Magic Mountain ticket in
know.
a Universal studio. It's you pay for that
and you're
amusement
right.
park.
It is. It
You're
is
right next to
highly
you're there.
expensive,
Yeah.
and they're gonna
Both your properties.
everything they can do to make money off of you. They're gonna
Right.
profit off you,
Right.
100%.
right.
And if you go, you go, and if you don't, you don't. You know.
Yeah.
But you've also have 4 boys, so a little different. Like,
You have a boy?
but Seth became a Disney baby because my daughter and I made her a Disney baby. So then Seth grew up in that.
Okay.
But I think that if we never took him and then he became, you know, a man, I think he'd be just like, but he does tell us like, don't go to Disneyland anymore because of exactly what Tom says.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, he
crazy.
does.
Some of the stuff I've seen,
Yeah.
like, it's nuts.
Hmm.
And I mean, there's certain things like this isn't even our topic.
Oh.
That's not even.
Okay,
Well, we
that's
don't
enough Disney.
Yeah, that's enough Disney. So everybody had a safe New Year's. Everybody had fun. Solomon, you said you had a safe one.
Yeah.
Obviously, just mellow. I think for like that we're older, we're not in like that party stage.
And it was raining.
Yeah.
It was
kinda was-
raining in Arizona.
Well,
Wait,
It
why?
wasn't raining where I was at.
Where
either,
were you
thank
at?
God.
we're
I was at Calico Ghost Town.
Oh, wow.
What?
Oh, so you went out and party?
I went camping.
Oh, who did you go
Nice.
I
camping
went
with?
camping with Jimmy.
Oh,
Yeah, Jimmy and his wife, and then some other friends came up for one day, family, and then they left, and then his daughter-in-law and
nice.
her man and the
Does Jimmy have
Or-
a nickname?
chorizo.
Chorizo?
No, for real. That's what you guys call him?
Yeah, that's
Oh no,
what
the
he-
reason why I'm asking
why
is
is a guy
because
calling another guy?
someone
chorizo?
came up to me.
Yeah.
That's what he names himself, chorizo. I guess I don't know where it came from, or
Well,
what, but that's what.
Do you know what
He thought-
chorizo means?
Of course,
Okay,
I know what it
all right.
Yeah, isn't
Yeah.
that food?
Yes, it's food. Just
Someone
It
came up
comes
to
in
me
this shape.
at the toy drive and was all defensive for you. And he's like, "You guys need to stop making being
oh
mean
yeah,
to
people think
Tom."
we bully.
And I'm like, I'm not mean to him. And then I thought to myself,
Not
okay,
that
well, the
anybody
next
thinks
time I
that
see
he could
Tom,
be
I'm going to ask
bullied in the
him,
first place. Is
yeah.
am I mean to you?
Are we mean to you? Do we
No.
bully you?
No.
You.
Do you ever feel like you don't get your point across?
Oh yeah.
that
you
was
ever-
before. That was the past.
We're new, us, new 2026.
if he's being bullied, then he likes
You
it
ever
because he
feel
keeps
like-
coming back.
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
There's
Toxic behavior you got there going on. You keep coming back to girls
he
abusing
likes
you.
a little bit of toxic.
Which one is the one that that does with Roman, the guy that does the bikes that came?
Steve?
Steve. a
Yeah,
little bit
Steve
older guy.
Linares. Yeah.
Yeah, he came up to me at that as a toy drive. He says, "You and Alina go at it all the time, right?" He says, "Who wins?" Me.
Yeah, only because you just drive me so crazy, I have to just end it. Like I'm just gonna let it go. Just gonna stop it.
Then I'm gonna text you later.
Yeah, I am. Like
We'll talk about this later.
We'll talk
yeah,
about it
we'll
later.
finish this
Let me
later.
get my thoughts
Yeah.
together.
We will do a better job in 2026, won't we, ladies?
Definitely will.
We are.
How are
Trying
you
to-
feeling right now? We're
Yeah.
Yeah,
Was that a lot of women Disney talk for you?
Yeah.
Was that too much for you right now?
no.
No. You just seem so calm right now.
Well, because
and
of what I've
Kathy.
realized, like we were talking about the whole change and what you've learned from 2000, and it's just, I think for me, men are fixers, right? So you hear whatever somebody's got something going on, you're like, hey, let me just tell you about this. You want to? Oh, you're talking about fitness. Oh, let me tell you a couple of little pointers that are going to help you out, right? Construction. Oh, let me tell you a little bit this or whatever. Finances, if you've done well with them, I've done pretty good last year, right? So, but I notice that when you go and sometimes you start to share, they're really not in tune or listening to you.
no.
Nobody's paying attention. So
Yeah.
I'm done with giving anybody. I'm done like trying to overspeak, even if it's going to help them. If you don't want to hear me, I don't have the time and energy to give it to you.
Because your time's valuable.
Yeah, my time. I'm going to take that time and energy to somebody that's like, hey, give me, because everything I say might not be useful to that person.
Mhm.
But you're going to pick and choose and say, hey, I'm going to use that. I like
Right,
that.
right.
That makes sense, right, in my life. And they're going to take it and they're going to be, suck it all in like a sponge if they really want it.
Mhm.
And if they're just like, oh yeah, I already know that.
Or they're just asking to ask. Like
Yeah,
it's
so
just like
even the
like you
same
really
thing-
don't care. They're
The
just-
same thing we just got done
Yeah.
saying the last time. Hey, how are you doing? You really want to know?
Yeah.
So that
Yeah.
to me, and I talked to a guy about this today, and it pisses me off because when people ask, but you go to give them that, they don't really want to know. It just, they're doing it to sound good. They're doing
Right.
it to be, it's the same thing like I've been to funerals. And at the funeral, you always hear them, hey man, hey, if you need anything, the family, that's a bunch of bullshit too.
Yeah, don't
You're saying
hesitate
that
to
to sound
ask.
cool.
Yeah.
But the minute that 2 weeks later they call you and say, hey man, I'm at my grandma's house. I need to move this stuff out. Can you come? Oh yeah, man, I would, but I'm all going over with my wife right here and I got
Yeah.
this and that. It's a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
So everybody says what they want to say because it sounds good.
Yeah.
Right.
And I hate that shit, man.
Somebody asked me about you. I can't tell you who because she asked me not to.
Uh-huh.
Asked if you were genuinely single. And I said yes.
Genuinely.
Because guys say one thing. So this is part of the conversation I had with her. I said, yeah. She goes, well, I saw him. I said, he's no longer, he's single. I wouldn't lie to you. Now, between last night and this conversation, I don't know if he's had a girlfriend, but I'm pretty sure he would have called me and told me he had a girlfriend. So I said, he's single. She's like, he's just like real raw. And I said, let me explain something to you about Tom. He is very raw. But let me explain to you how I see Tom. He'll never hit you. He'll never call you a bitch. He'll never scare you. He'll never stalk you. He'll never make a woman feel a certain way. He'll listen. He'll be faithful. And even if he met a girl that he thought he might be attracted to, he would end it first before I said, but do not waste his time. Do not make a date with him and say that I'll be ready at 7:00 and he gets there at 6:50, 6:45.
Waiting outside in the front.
I
Right.
said, she's like, well, I said, I'm going to give you a perfect example. We did the toy drive. Tom sent me a text the day before. I'll meet you tomorrow. Do you need help with anything? Nope, I'm good. You don't need any help with anything to pick up the bikes. I said, nope, I'm good. A few hours goes by and I was like, damn it. Can you help me take the bikes? No problem. What time do you want me to pick them up? I said, at 7:30. So I'm telling somebody the story and they said 7:30. I said, so in Tom's head, which I now know really means be ready by 7:20. So I already know this.
Mhm.
Well, at 7:18, guess who's outside ready to go?
Uh-huh.
But that's Tom. And I would rather deal with that than all the other things. And so she goes, he sounds like a really good, I said, he's a really good guy.
Part of that is everybody, to me, I see so many flakes and I
Yeah.
can't stand it. The shit we're talking about to be dependent on.
Yeah.
So when I say I'm gonna do something, I'm that guy. Like I like to think of myself of being that you had one person to call that's gonna come. And
Right.
you can,
Yeah.
I'm
Anyways,
calling
Well, and
Tom.
that's what I told her.
You
What
know?
you see is what you get. He's not going to bullshit you. He's not going to lie to you. He's not going to be dating 5 girls behind your
Right,
back
right.
and
I'm-
telling you that
I'm-
you're the only one.
I know that before when people would say, "Oh, he's so raw, he's so like the way he comes across," and it's like, yeah, because you get passionate about stuff, and you come on, man, if you just do this, it will be good. I'm trying
Yeah.
to tell you, you're telling your son, you're telling whatever, like if that light bulb just come on, just and you're trying to get somebody to see the other side, and it's all because you really want to. You're passionate, and you want to. But I'm done with that now. I'm really done with that. I don't want to force my opinion or my agenda on anybody. If you can see it for yourself, the value that I have to bring,
Yeah.
and you want to extract from it and you're going to take it in, I'll give it to you. I had one of the kids that I would used to work out with all the time and train him, young guy, he started a little detail business, right? And I just appreciate the hustle, man. He's just a hustler, and he listens, and he just wants to learn, and he like picks my brain all the time. And then I was told that he got a welder, and so I'm like, hey man, bring that welder over there. I'm gonna go take classes. I'm gonna teach you how to do it today. He comes over, he welds. By the time he leaves, he's like welding better than me, right? I'm like, oh shit, right?
Yeah.
So then he's like, Tom, why don't you do side jobs? Why don't you? I know you know. I go, yeah, but if I make this money and I can make the same money, I'm not
Yeah.
going to do it just to make almost the same
Yeah.
money and stress myself out.
Yeah.
But when you have somebody like that is so grateful and thankful and just like a sponge, I will take the day off to show you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
you
not get
gravitate
paid
to
no
that.
money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because now you have another you have another skill
Yeah.
that you're going to be able to go on in life and go,
Mhm.
man, like I know how to do this because he took a couple of minutes out to show me. And like I wanted to do that with my kids. I want to do that with other people. I've always been like that with even working out and stuff like that. And people are just like, you don't value what is free. So if for instance, I've had friends like, you know what, man, I just want to help him out. Hey, I'm gonna write. I spent friggin' a whole night writing up his workout plan for the week, what he eats for the month. It took me 2 days maybe to write this thing up and calories and everything. But do they do it?
No.
It was free. He puts it on his nightstand? No. So nobody values, and I'm seeing all this. Nobody values what we give, even our time and our attention. If my time is already ready for you all the time when you're ready, then you don't value it. Oh, he'll be
Right.
there when I need him
Right.
all the time. So you have to pull yourself. No, I'm not readily available to everybody all the time.
Do you feel like that's what you learned out of 2025? Like when you
I don't know I don't know where it came, but I was talking to somebody about finances, and I sold the house, and I had a little bit of money, and I put some money away, and I was just like, holy shit, how much money I made off of it. Like in 1 year, I was like, holy crap, right? So I was, trying to share, and then he's just like not even into it. And I'm just like, man, I'm done with this conversation.
Oh,
I'm done. You
Yeah.
you could
That
you could have
sucks.
picked my brain, and
You
you
were
could be
sharing
doing
your-
way
Yeah.
better right now.
Yeah.
yeah.
And even when I'm down, even when I'm not feeling 100%, or when somebody wants to know, how are you? And you're like, hey man, you know what? I'm just kind of going through it right now. This is kind of bothering me. And then might say, you know what? It's gonna be all right. You'll be good.
Yeah.
Like, I know you don't feel cool with you not seeing your kids or whatever. I don't want to share nothing with nobody. You don't want to listen no more.
Right.
I don't want to tell you, man.
I think at
I
this
just wanna
point we've
keep my-
already learned who
Yeah.
values us as a person genuinely, and those are the people that we open up to, and the other ones we're just kind of like, oh, everything's cool, everything, it's
Yeah.
fine,
Yeah.
and that's it. Like I think we've already learned like who you can actually genuinely tell your feelings to, and they feel it.
Yeah.
They feel
my,
your
my
feelings.
friend said this is not everybody, and I said it before, has top clearance to you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And not everybody has it. Only a few of your people that will
Yeah.
you really tell them what's up.
It just gets smaller and
It's a
smaller.
it's
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
small group that
Yeah.
you'll give that to. You're going to give that time to. They're going to call you up and be like, "Fudge, I'm stuck here on the side of the road, or I'm this, or I got to move out tomorrow." And you're like, you know what? I'll call a reap. I'll be there, man.
Yeah.
I got your back. There's a small group that
I
you'll
think
do
as
those
we get
for.
older, though, the one thing you keep hitting, which is the truth, is our time is so valuable.
Yes.
Because it's not like I went to the hall today, and I don't know if you know Robert Smith. the clerk.
Yes.
He passed away.
What?
So
Wow.
yes, he's a clerk we've known for. He's our age. Like I got teary eyed, and poor Big Daddy was in there like he didn't know what to do because and his wife passed away a few weeks before him.
Wow.
He was taking
Died
his
of a broken heart.
he was taking his mother. No, he was taking his mother-in-law to the hospital because I know I'm on to cry right now too. Taking his mother-in-law to the hospital because something happened to her, and while he was there with her, they said he just like kind of stopped and sat down, heart attack, gone.
Oh my
And
At the hospital?
yes, and they couldn't. He was gone. And
Oh my God.
what I took out of 2025, I think, with Seth, going on with his life and moving out, my grandma going to heaven. What Tom says, like our time is so valuable because we are older now. And I'm not saying that young kids pass away all the time, but we don't, when we're young, we think we're invincible.
Yeah.
We don't,
You're not thinking about your
Yeah.
friends,
yeah. And
not seeing them
now
the next day.
I'm like, everything that I've tried since my grandma, and I've gotten better and better. Like everything is what you said though, because I think I'm guilty sometimes of what you said. I try to slow down now.
Yeah.
I'll sit down and answer a
Yeah.
text and not talk to my son or talk to my daughter and answer a text and yell at the dogs. Now I'm like, stop, sit down, pay attention to what you're doing. I don't need to run out the house. Like, because, I'll answer that text when I get in the car.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
no, I'm going to take my time, slow down, appreciate it, give somebody the one-on-one attention like you were
Yeah.
saying, because you've called me when I had grandma and I'm yelling at the dogs and I'm yelling at Gia and I'm trying to put my grandma to bed and I'm having a full-on conversation and I'm probably pissed off, but I'm taking it out on Tom because he's pissed me off on the subject that we're talking about. So I was like, I'm not doing that anymore. Like my time is valuable, and the person who has valued me to call me or to text
Yeah.
me, their time is valuable.
Right.
So I really took from 2020, like everything I'm slowing down, like I'm gonna appreciate everything a lot better. So when I saw that today, because we didn't have a topic, remember we were like,
Yeah.
what are we gonna do?
Yeah.
What are we gonna say? And there was some ideas, whatever. And I was like, you know what? It's really just how are we? What are we doing? Where are we going? What did we just leave behind? Like, and Solomon, that includes you. Like going into 2026,
Mhm.
it's a whole new year, and for all of us, none of us are 35, right? We're all older. What do we appreciate in life? What changes do we want to make? And there's that joke, like Trina was saying, like new year, new me, like, but it is a new year, new me, like in the sense of the 90% of us is going to stay who we are because that's who we are, but we can change, we can heal, we can be better, we can change what we didn't like. And so for
Right.
me, my main thing is like, I have to slow down. Like I'm go, 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 go. And I'm like, I'm not doing that anymore.
Right.
When somebody calls and I tell them I got to call you back, I actually call you back.
Oh shit! That's new.
Not 2 days later.
No, like I'm like,
One of the things it drives me freaking crazy. Whether I'm talking to my dad, I'm talking to my mom, I'm talking to anybody, and you're in the conversation, and then they're like looking back down at the text, or they're looking at what the next table's doing. Like
Hello?
I came to
Yeah.
visit you. I'm
Yeah.
having a conversation with you, and you're
Yeah.
worrying about that they got a baby car seat over there, and it's over there, and you want to tell them that it's over there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It's nothing to do with you. Let
Yeah.
them talk to the manager.
Yeah.
Mind
Stop
your
looking at
business.
what's
How
going
about-
on.
Oh,
and
their
then,
napkin fell on the floor. Let me tell them. Like,
yes, totally. So now what I do sometimes I just be quiet and left off where I left off, and then okay, did they notice that the conversation's in or what was I was saying?
Yeah.
And then they look, and sometimes they don't even notice, or sometimes say, "Now tell me what I was just telling you."
or they're like, "What's
And
wrong?
they
You
don't
you're
have a
so
clue.
quiet." You're like,
Yeah.
"I was just
Yeah.
talking to you."
I
Like,
went to my mom, yeah, and she was just like, yeah, it was Christmas Eve, and I was in the one room, and people in the kitchen, and there's a wall and everything, and the living room, and the other roommate's son was watching movies and stuff, and it's Christmas Eve, and hey mom, what's up? Da, 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 and shh, can you be quiet, maybe you might bother them.
what?
I'm like, it's fucking Christmas Eve. I can't be fucking. So that killed it for me. I was done.
Your
I'm done.
mom.
Yes, I don't care if you're my mom. I'm serious. I'm dead serious. I don't care if you're my mom. I don't care if you're my son. I don't care who you are. If you make me like the
She wanted
crazy
you to be
thing
quiet
is,
because the people were talking.
yes,
or-
and I don't care about them, man.
Oh,
Or
okay.
they're not because they're talking, because they're watching a movie and it might be loud and interrupt their movie. I don't give a fuck. You know? Like I'm coming over to try to be on Christmas Eve myself and enjoy my family. And if you can't let me be, I'll go with my friend's Jimmy.
yeah.
Straight up, I can be my friend. I could be
You could
me.
be you.
Hey, Tom,
Yeah.
you're a little bit loud. You're a little rambunctious. But we love you. We know the way you are.
Yeah.
I'm not going over there to try to be on eggshells
Yeah.
Yeah.
for nobody. Not
So
not
they
even
can
my
watch
mom.
a movie,
So they
not
can
even
watch- yeah.
socializing with each other.
Especially when you're worried about something that has nothing to do.
They're on the other side of the wall.
Even if I'm at a restaurant.
Wait, hold on. So let me get this correct because I want to make sure I heard you correctly. Don't be annoyed with me.
No.
Listen.
I'm just trying to.
I want to make sure I'm paying
Okay.
attention to you,
I
so I
know
want to
you
make
are.
sure I didn't
Red.
miss something.
Okay.
Homeboy. So your mom doesn't have roommates. She lives
Yeah.
by herself.
She has roommates.
Oh, she has
My
roommates.
mom has roommates. She
Okay.
lives with two other ladies.
Oh, okay.
big old
So I did
house.
hear you correctly. Okay.
Yeah, and a big
okay.
old house in Carlsbad. And
Okay.
so the other lady's son was there with his fiance. And, I went out there, hey, Merry Christmas, whatever,
Yeah.
how you guys doing? Drop
Yeah.
presents out by the tree, come in the kitchen, going to get a couple cookies
Yeah.
and some
So it wasn't even
Kahlua,
them,
whatever.
it was her.
Like,
Yeah.
hey, it's
Yeah.
Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, you
and
were at her house.
I went to her house
Yes.
and she's, hey, like, Tom, because you're loud. Like, you kind of, and I'm like,
We
all right.
love loud
So now I just go on my phone. You didn't, I'm just gonna be on my phone. I'm quiet. I'm just checking out. Hey, what's up with you? I'm good.
You just shut
Like,
down.
Mm.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you, and I don't really care. I'm done. If you cannot take me for who I am and you don't value what I'm gonna bring to the table to you or what I'm gonna teach you or what I'm gonna show you or who I am, I'm not giving it to you no more. I'm
You're
not
gonna-
making exception that this person is that. And
I
no,
understand. I
It
get
goes
that
for
way, too.
everybody.
I do too. And you're
Yeah.
going to meet her. That's why I say
Yeah.
if I'm too much for you, then go find less.
Yep.
Yeah.
But you're going to find a girl who is going to take Tom and all of what comes with him. You know why? Because she's going to say what I just said. He doesn't hit me.
Mhm.
He doesn't call me a name. He's not cheating on me. I'm not worried about other girls in his phone. What I'm worried about, he went to Home Depot to buy one plug and he just walked back in an hour and a half later with paint and wood for the backyard and that, and she's going to be happy with that. And she don't care how loud he is and what he does because there's a give or take, right?
Right.
You're going to meet somebody you're like, I don't like this, but you know what? All of this is worth it.
Yeah.
And so you don't have to not be you. Continue to be you.
And like you said earlier,
Yeah.
I'm not apologizing for nothing. I'm not apologizing to nobody. I'm gonna be who I am.
Yes.
Take it too bad.
if you don't like
You know?
this and this is all too much, because I'm too much for my own family.
But on the
too.
flip side, it has made me like I am kind of just more like.
No, don't let them burn your
But are
light
you
out.
gonna-
No, I'm not. It's
You
not
need-
burning
are
my
you gonna
light.
keep
That's
that
just that's
energy?
where I want to be. It has nothing to do with nobody else. It's been where I want to be. I'm doing me. I choose me.
Yay!
Yeah.
Where's
Right?
the clapping? Where's the
So-
clapper?
So whether you see the value or you see then you want to pick me because you see that, no, I'm choosing me.
Good.
You know. So
Until some big booty walks in front of his eyes and he's like,
Big booty
some,
Latina.
Yeah, some Jessica Rabbit walks past him and that all goes out the door.
He's like, I choose that.
Miss America.
I choose her.
I choose that.
She has her little crown on.
no.
Some
I
little
believe in world
size one.
I want to take you to
Mexican.
Disneyland.
Where are you going?
Hell no.
And Tom's like, okay, we're gonna go on a date. We can go everywhere we want to go.
Uh-huh.
I
Disneyland.
choose Disneyland.
She's gonna say, I want a park hopper.
Yeah. And Tom's gonna be like, where do
Go
you
by
want to be
yourself.
hopping?
It's like these girls aren't listening to
Go
me.
We
by
are
yourself with your friends, with whoever.
You would not. If some hot girl was like all over you and wanted to spend a day with you at Disneyland,
Nope.
you wouldn't do it.
No. No.
Well,
Now,
what if you could
Okay,
be loud?
you could
What
go,
if
you could go to
be
Home
loud?
One
Depot
thing,
for 2
like,
hours and then go
if
fix
I
the
was
roof.
with this girl for years and whatever, and you build a relationship and just, baby, I just want one,
Yeah.
But to go like and drop myself down and already fold, like not stand up to, no, I'm not. Because first of all, when men do this, women do it all the time, and I don't even think they know they're doing it. But they're testing the waters in a man. They're seeing whether is he flaky? Is he this? Is he really stand on what he believes?
Stand
Is
on
he?
business.
And when they
But
don't, they lose respect for that man because they know, oh look he got moved by the wind. He got manipulated.
You're right. I have to agree with you. You're right. Because I've lost lots of respect for people.
I cannot. He's not a pillar.
Yeah.
I cannot lean on him. He's not secure. He doesn't stand to. So how would he be a leader to me? How would he lead us? So when that man, and I see him all the time, these simps guys, whether you guys know what that last time, I don't know if you guys, but anyway, these lame guys,
Oh, I thought we called them weenies.
they're also called weenies,
Our
simps,
generation.
In the
weenies,
words of my
whatever.
sister, hot dogs.
So they go along with, oh, well, what do you like?
Yeah.
To the girl, everything. Oh, I like that too.
Yeah. To
What
get
color
what they
cake
want.
you got? Oh, I like that. And they start doing stuff like that. Oh, well, she just went through a lot and she made these bad decisions because she's had trauma. And you're like cleaning it all up for her.
Like
Bro, shut
folding.
up, bro. You know what? You sound like a chump right now, man. Why are you doing all that?
I'm loving the new Give Me Five.
Yeah, don't do
2026
that.
Tom.
Don't do that.
And you're right. He's right. Like
And then
Danielle
that
said.
girl's not going out with you anyway, bro.
Yeah.
She's going out with that same one that said, I don't give a fuck. I'm not dealing with this. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
What did we just say? We like guys that put us in our place.
Well, it's the other thing I see. It's a magnet. It's a law of attraction. If a man or woman, if the guy's coming to her too much and like, giving her everything and then she's kind of like back. She's like this, right? But now if the man like just stays cool, kind of pulls back a little bit, just kind of chills, then she comes that way. It's like a back and forth in this relationship. How
Your
they
magnets flip.
they're
and
like
stick together.
magnets, yeah. They kind of like, and I'm not saying that you just throw it back and go somebody.
Right.
I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying when you just kind of allow it, that's kind of how. If you overwhelm them, she's gonna be like, dude, get out of here, man. This is gross.
We don't like too much. We're not. Well, at least I'm not a
Right.
needy woman.
Yeah.
So
I feel
I don't-
especially now. I'm just like, don't try
You don't
so
wanna be
hard.
smothered.
Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've been there before. Let's, you don't have to send those pictures anymore.
Oh God, those
I-
pictures.
Yeah.
We don't need corn dog pictures. No, we don't need all that.
You do
Like, I'm
that?
trying to watch TV.
Do you like pictures from girls, from women?
Well, he's not.
I mean,
gonna
I'm
say
a
no.
man. I like, it's okay to send me pictures. I don't ever do any of that stuff.
Wait, it's okay to send you
But
pictures.
it's like,
Yeah.
Why would she? Why?
Wait,
why do?
why?
Why do?
Well, how
okay,
many
what if
other
it's
guys
somebody? What if it's somebody that you're not dating, but maybe you guys have an attraction to back and forth, and all
Well,
of
I'm
a
not-
sudden, out of the blue,
yeah, no,
she
no.
sends you pictures, and you're like, do you just have this in your photo
Like your photo
catalog?
gallery,
Like,
you send
Yeah.
it to
like,
everybody.
what
Yeah.
the fuck you sending me this
No,
for?
no, I'm not
Like,
saying that. But if you're going out with this person for quite a while
yeah,
or
and
something,
you
and then
Okay.
you're
Okay.
trying
get
to
a little
spike
booby
them up,
flash or
like,
Okay.
something.
hey,
Woo!
I'm gonna see you freaking
Yeah.
tonight or tomorrow or something.
Yeah.
You're like, phew, you're like,
Yeah.
ooh, you're looking cute.
I can't wait till I get home.
Yeah, okay, but you know.
She sends a picture. You'll find this at Disneyland.
I was gonna say that, and I
With
just
her
stayed
ears
quiet.
on. Just her ears.
Stayed quiet. I was like,
Tom, what if she buys you a ticket and she's like, "Come on, I want to take you. This is my favorite."
You guys
place."
have been dating for years already, and she's
He
like,
said if it
"Just
was
come
years, he
once.
would."
Let's have
Yeah,
a
no,
dinner
he said
there,
that.
and you know,
If it was a long time and
Yeah,
it was something, then
yeah.
that was her one thing.
one and done.
Yeah.
She does everything else that I
Yeah.
think she's
Yeah.
amazing.
yeah,
Okay, you
Okay.
know what I mean?
Okay.
But
Yeah.
but
Do you-
unless you're doing all
yeah.
that other,
He's
and
just
you
saying
go-
he's not caving in the beginning.
Yeah.
That's
do you
it,
think it's
you
harder
know?
to date because of what you just said? That, so you're old fashioned. This is how you are. No bullshit. What you see is what you get. But then, and so you talk to a girl, but she's over here because you're not budging. Well, that guy will take her to Disneyland for a day, and that guy will do this, and that guy will do
It ain't
that.
a real one.
So that's what I'm saying. And so now this girl's getting this from this guy, getting this from that guy, and then she's over here with you, and then you get to a point where you're like, I'm not dealing with that. I'm not like, I feel like it's harder because on both ends, there's women and girls. I mean, women and men who.
Well, that's the delusion that we're seeing on social media from all these women. They think because this guy showed me attention or showed me this, that he really wants me for who I am and wants to marriage and has intent and has all these things. No, yeah, he's just, oh yeah, I'll go over there with her for that day, see if I could hit it, and then
Yeah.
I won't be with her next week. Like,
Exactly.
and so they start to see these, see attention and they think, and then a lot of them, oh, I'll just go this way because it's easier because he doesn't set no boundaries
Yeah,
and he
there's
doesn't
no
have me he just
resistance.
kind of lets me go and do, so it's easy. But those ones always fail because yeah, he did that and you were cool with the first whatever part of that relationship and now he's a weenie.
But some
And
girls
now you're
want
like,
to be
you're-
with the weenie though because they're
Only so they
becoming-
can control it,
So
but,
they can
yet-
control
but,
them, yes.
but not really, because then what do we always see those women? They're always miserable. They're always never happy. There's always setting the bar, moving the bar. Well, if you just spoke to my love language this way, then I would be good. And then freaking,
Well, she's happy
then
at
he does
Disneyland.
it.
She don't-
Then he moves the bar and he does it. Well, you only did 9 out of the 10, but you didn't do the 10. And then it's like now this guy's now that lady's losing more and more respect for this man because he's moving around for her all the time. Now, when the man, like you said it earlier, when the man says, fuck that, I ain't doing that shit. No. And the man's a man.
And she's
Then
like-
all of a sudden she's like, oh yeah, I'm not doing that to him no more.
That's why when that Mexican man called me
You know?
lazy, I was
It's
like,
crazy. That's how it is.
How dare you not
well,
work
first of all,
Saturday?
I don't think that I'm
It's
lazy.
OT day.
I think I'm a hard ass working
No, you're
woman.
definitely not lazy.
And so for it to
He was
come,
just talking smack.
but it was sexy smack. Like he
Uh-huh.
was like
He
when
was, he was rage baiting
Well,
you
because
right
you
there.
know
He
why?
wanted to see you get
because
spicy.
he's a Mexican, like a straight Paisa Mexican.
Uh-huh.
He's tall, he's handsome, and he's sitting there fixing my thing with the beer in his back pocket and
All
it's
that was
Friday night.
freaking-
And he's like, da-da-da. And I was like, oh, I'm not working Saturday. It's my day off. Thinking I'm all cute in front of him, right? And he's
Uh-huh.
like, you're lazy. And he said it in Spanish. And I was like, oh, you just called me huevona? Like,
Yeah.
oh my God, like that's a trigger trauma
It
for
is.
me. So I was like, excuse me, Julie, I'm not lazy. Like, yeah, I work 7 days a week. And I was like, get his papeles. Like, fix my whole house and we can get. But the way he's very much like Tom, but the Mexican version. So
Uh-huh.
like, this is, my word is law and that's it.
yeah.
And I think that as women, we like that.
The more from what I've experienced, the more you start to cater to, and I'm not saying that you can't have somebody you love and that is a great woman to you, and you spoil her because she's a good woman, and she, you guys are a team and you guys are on the same page. I'm not saying that, but I do see where you give and you give and you give, and then her head blows up, and she becomes a bigger and bigger bitch.
That word. But it happens. It happens because we've seen it,
Sorry,
it's
Julie.
I
Yeah.
think that the woman, and for a man to genuinely, like you said, that hardcore man who genuinely loves a woman and spoils her is a beautiful thing. If we just talked, we won't say their names, but I just told you today.
If she reciprocates
So
it back, but if she's just freaking never like, it's never satisfied, it's never good enough.
Well, there's a
never
guy we were
like,
talking
come
about
on,
on the way
man.
here, and I said the way he talks about his wife, he adores her. He loves her. He makes it very clear to everybody at the hall that he is married. He's there at work. He's about his business. Don't even come my way. Like he adores his wife. He loves
Yeah.
her, and I love that. I
And he
love.
probably is getting that kind of woman. We're talking about a good woman all the way around
Yes.
to him that makes
Yes.
him want to move in that direction and
Yes.
move like that.
Mhm.
Yeah, so he's getting that. So yeah, he wouldn't, but he
But it's rare, and they've
Yeah.
also been married for years, so they have that old kind of school, old fashioned thing.
Yeah.
And I think for us three, you're blessed with Mike. Well, Solomon, we are older, looking at a new set of like life. What do we do now, right?
Right.
How are we looking at now? And we're still stuck, I feel like, in the olden days. And even more people our age, they're adapting to the way. Oh, like the Disneyland thing. You said that people just look the other way and go to Disneyland. Well, that's what a lot of people are doing when they're dating. They are forgetting their old school ways. They're forgetting their loyalty that they were raised on and letting it out the window. And now they're not adjusting to the world, but what's the word I'm thinking of? They're
Giving in.
yeah, kind of. They're giving into the new ways and new things, all the social media.
they're not intentional when a lot of the people are dating. Like they're not very intentional with compartmentally that, what, I'm gonna focus on this girl. I'm gonna date her, and then if that doesn't work out, maybe in a month I'm gonna date another one. No, or vice versa, girls or whatever. You got this girl. Well, I'm gonna go out with this guy on Thursday, and then on Friday I'm going out with this guy, and then freaking.
Okay, but
next week,
at
like,
our
guys
but at our
are-
but
I
at
don't
our
know whatever age.
age,
I don't know. I haven't taken. People
Yes,
are
at
doing
our age.
that. People are doing that, right?
I'd
They're
say
looking
What
to
is
see-
your age? range?
35 and older, I would say, is what he's. Let's talk
okay.
about 35 and older.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to get sidetracked on that because I'm trying to make my point, but it doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter to that. But they're trying to see what the next best deal. Can I get a better deal?
Right.
Like I'm going to buy a car. I'm going to buy this car. Can I buy it for 40,000 or can I get it for 35? Oh, well, this guy is kind of nice. He's got a nice truck. He's kind of built this and that.
Or a
but the next guy
minivan.
I'm going out on Saturday, he's got a Mercedes. He owns his own business and like he's 6 foot whatever. And so it's like, oh, which one? And is he going to be nice? Or it's like
Isn't
they're
it
trying to
based off
check the
chemistry?
deal.
Isn't it based off chemistry though?
But it's based
And
off of
to a point,
attraction.
too,
So a
yeah.
lot of people, there's more than one attractive person out there. So you're
Right.
kind of trying to see, oh, well, this girl's attractive, or that guy's attractive, whatever. And they're kind
Well,
of
other things
they're
are
going
attractive
out
too.
Yeah.
How you handle yourself.
how you
and-
handle yourself.
know.
So this guy, all those things, right? So they're weighing them all out, but they're taking on too many of them to where it's almost hard to make a decision. It's almost like going into 3 cool job interviews, and you're like, hey, I can be, run my own business, or I can be a longshoreman and make my own hours, or I can be a realtor and make my own and make a ton of money too. And you're like, or you go and then you're like, oh, fuck, they're all pretty good. Now, which one do I pick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you don't make a decision at all.
Yeah.
Right.
And now you're trying to play this game between each other and then the men or women feel this uneasy, this aura about the person that this ain't. And they think everyone thinks it's a game. Oh, no one knows. Now they know, they can feel it.
Oh, I was going to say,
people
when
know.
someone's talking
and then
to somebody
next
else.
thing you
Yeah.
know, people, it comes back to you or whatever it is, and they think they're playing this game, and it's like, man, you're just playing yourself. And then
So-
the people, well, go ahead.
What if you met somebody and she's cute, everything you like, gym rat, everything like that, whatever, but she was honest and said, hey, I'm single. I just haven't found what I've been looking for. So I do date and not sleeping around dating, just going to coffee here, dinner there. Like I just haven't found anybody. What if she was honest with you about
And
that?
said she's still going to go to coffee with other people and then try to go out to dinner with me on another night.
but that's not your girlfriend.
But you just
But,
met
you know,
her.
you're just
What if
met
you go
her.
to dinner and at dinner she tells you like, yeah, I date. I'm not sleeping with anybody, but I do date because I haven't met
Keep
any.
on dating.
Even after
Not me.
one night?
Not me. Well, you gotta start to see who you like and who you want to. Again, it goes back to, I'm not wasting my time.
Yeah.
You're not wasting my energy. You're not wasting none of that from me.
Well, listen,
So
Mr.
you either
Gray.
need to be intent. You need to really say, you know what? Hey, for me, to give you the real, because then I would be lying to you if I said, you know what, I'm not going to go out for the next month. Who cares? Not that long. Let me go out with her for the next couple weeks and let me talk to her. Let me pick her brain. Let me see what she's really about. Let me find out her character. I want to
Yeah.
know who she is.
And she
I
should
want-
do the same.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, no, if you're
Yes.
saying that to someone, if
But-
you're saying this is what I'm going to do, and she's like, okay, that's what you're doing, that's not what I'm doing, then obviously you're not going to waste your time.
Yeah, because
Right,
she's not
right.
the
She's
one.
not
Well,
looking
I'm
for
not
what you're
even going to
looking for.
tell her this is what I'm doing and that's what I don't need to tell her what my intent is. I don't tell her. I don't tell her what I'm, you know,
So you're just
I'm
saying,
not
like, are
pushing
you-
it out there like, this
Yeah.
is who I am. These are my goals and this is where I'm going. I don't need to broadcast.
No,
that
but I
to
mean, like, are
nobody.
you dating for the longevity, or are you dating to find the one?
Of
Or are you
course you're
Well,
are you
that's the same,
investing
right?
your no, I meant like, are
It's
you
the same
investing your
thing you
time
just
in
said,
someone,
longevity and
getting to
things.
know them, and then you're dating other people to get to know them too? Or you're saying, I'm only going to focus on one person?
I just would rather focus on one person if it's that. Now if I went out and I talked to her and there was not that much interest, we just kind of talked and kind of how it was is whatever, and there was no kissing or intimacy. There's nothing going on really depth to that. You know, I don't owe her nothing and she don't owe me nothing, right? At that particular first time. But now if she's like, hey, you know what, I really like that. Like, I'd like to see you next week, or I would say, hey, you know what about doing something next week? You know, are you free still? And then you start moving down that direction. I just expect it.
Uh-huh.
I just expect. I don't need to tell you. I don't need to do none of that. And if I don't see you moving that direction on your own,
Mhm.
I don't need to tell you what you need to do.
but I think that goes back to, and I say it, and I think Solid, maybe you didn't disagree when I said this. It goes back to that's old school 1990s, like old
I mean, that's just
fashioned,
real.
like-
I mean,
like
you're
that-
not going to win by playing and dating and doing
Right,
all
right.
this shit.
But I
you
think
you're gonna
social
do.
media and the phones have ruined that. Like, I think because you have that availability. Like, I remember the very first night, it was, shit, I remember what year. It was Thanksgiving night. That night, Javier and I finally ran into each other. We kissed that night. It's all we did. We spent all night from like 11 o'clock at night till 3 o'clock in the morning. We kissed. Well, the next day, we were inseparable till
You're a couple.
we didn't know.
Yeah.
You
We
just
never.
knew.
We never said, "Are you talking to somebody? Are you talking to
Because
somebody?"
you guys were based off chemistry.
Yes, we just knew, like, you're crazy, you're toxic. Oh, let's burn this shit up. Like, but we knew that that's how it was going to be, right? Like, there was no questions. But I
Yeah.
feel like the phones today, the text messaging, the inboxing on social media, I don't want Tom. I could get that guy over there.
Right.
Like that, the easy surplus of it has changed all
Right,
of that.
right.
You were saying earlier, and I'm not like, I'm intentional about me, whether I'm going, I'm not wasting my time with you if I don't think that you could be my forever. And some people are like, hey, Tom, like, I don't know, you just go out and have a good time and just get to know this person and just live and do it. No, I'm not doing all that. If I just don't feel, you said this before, and like sometimes you say, well, how would you know? And sometimes you said, like, you'll just know. You'll know whether that one fits you. I don't even need to go out with her. I just, and there's nothing that's really sticking out that's horrible about her. I just know that that's just not.
I tried to set him up with a girl, and this girl, I thought, do not mention her name. We were not saying her name on here.
Mm-hmm.
I thought she was hot. I thought she was cute. And he's all, nope. And I was like, she's absolutely everything nope. He wouldn't even, and I said, why? He's like, and so I'm not going to say why because I don't ever, but he went down the list of reasons and I was like, damn, like, what do you think about me? Like, I felt like my whole image went like this because she's totally cute, totally sexy body.
But that's not everything to.
But so in my head, I had to ask myself, because if that was the guy that you try to set me up with, I would be like, Tom, I would already know before even really
Right.
having a conversation with him. He said, no, it's just not going to work. I already know. Like, I could see how she carries herself. I could see blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, oh, okay.
But this is the other thing that happens that I noticed too, is if I go out, with her, and maybe that other one comes around like, oh no, yeah, no, I don't want to go out with him because he dates all the girls around here, and he's been with this and that, and I don't want them leftovers.
Right.
And like I just messed myself up, and I just went with someone that I knew wasn't really. It's
Yeah.
like, why, Or if I lower my standards on some kind of female because of whatever reason, the other ones that are higher caliber, you really don't have a shot at them as much. Like me, I'm not the Look, I'm not the
I
best looking
see.
guy, right? I'm not a bad looking guy. But I'm not the best looking guy. But I've been able to in the past go out with very good looking women and stuff, right? So, but if I go out with that good looking woman, right, and then people see me and that doesn't work out next year, and some other hot girl sees, oh, I used to go out with that one. Maybe I go out with her too, right? Now, other ones have seen me around. If it was on social media, whatever. Oh yeah, the last two girls, they were very hot. Now I'm being desired about hotter girls.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Wow.
It's true.
I
I
agree.
see
It's
here.
very
I see
true.
here.
He's like, I'm not downgrading.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because if one of our friends who's a hot girl dated some guy that downgraded, all the guys was like, now you're friend
So
with that chump. I'm
even
not doing that.
even what happens
But even
is
us as women have done it before.
Yeah.
We're like, your ex is ugly.
even what
You're like,
happens
why were you?
Ugh.
Yeah.
what happens a lot of times even with women, if I even have my girls looking good, whatever, girls sometimes are just being bitches and they just come over and like, I'm gonna see if he can look at me when I go to the bathroom right now. And
We're
they
just
kind
on
of
the
come
B
after
word
that.
today, huh?
Well, I'm just saying what it is. So they do this, you know it. You know, is that being a really nice lady? No,
No.
it's being a
Yeah.
bitch. So that's what I'm gonna call it. So
What happened to the calm Tom in the
no, but what
New
I'm
year,
saying,
new me?
so with that's what happens, right?
Yeah.
So it, um,
Women are
I've
gonna-
talked to a girl before. She didn't really want to go out with me, or she was just kind of
Standoffish.
Hesitant.
standoffish.
Okay.
And another hot one came by that I knew that was friends with, and then like, hey, give me a hug, and like, you better believe, within a couple of days, I was going out with that first one because there's competition now.
Yeah,
When there's no competition,
Yeah.
she don't really care. Oh, nah, nothing,
that's
whatever.
true.
All of a sudden, when there's
It's true.
competition,
You
like,
know
wait
that
a
happens.
minute,
You know, it's
I don't like that.
Oh, like they feel threatened by that.
There's
other
another one that
No,
they
it's
know.
not that they're threatened. I think that the first girl just had to prove to the second girl and to herself, I could still get him. Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
It was just I had
Whatever it is,
Yeah.
but what I'm saying is,
That's girls.
she's like, hey, well, there's another hot one that likes him too, or is it being very friendly?
you must be
And then-
desirable.
So now, because more than one thinks that, they're like, oh, then it's okay for me to really think he's desirable too. I was kind of wondering, you know, I thought he was kind of attractive. I really, but
He's
now
like, I
it's
was going to
confirmed
go
it.
to lunch
Yeah.
with somebody
Right?
else, but I just canceled them plans.
Yeah.
You're my boo now.
But you didn't did you go so the girl number one, did you guys go out more than once or was it just like a one-time thing? Oh, so
Later.
you
Later, you talking?
you just dogged out girl number two that actually wanted to go out with you?
No. Girl number 2 was a friend.
Oh,
Girl
okay.
number 2 was a friend, but she's very cute, very friendly
And
with
girl
me.
number one didn't know that.
Didn't know that.
Oh,
She just saw
All
a
she
cute
saw was
girl.
attention being delivered and hugged to Tom and all this,
yeah.
right? So then
Okay.
it's like,
smiles,
hey, wait
the
a
glow
minute.
in the face.
Wait a minute, like, hey, I don't really like all that
That
attention.
is that is
Yeah.
a cat. Like her claws
Yeah.
came out. Like I got.
Wait a minute,
Yeah.
I'm gonna claim that
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
Get back over here.
We might have done that in life growing up, going through stuff like. Like I'm just gonna go with him just because I can.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Look at Trina.
Just
she's
to
all
ruin him for
nervous.
everybody else.
Oh, I was like,
Sorry.
wait, what?
Trina's all no, we didn't. Yes, we did.
When I would
Okay.
when I would go, even when I went out very good, like with my niece or something, and my niece was really pretty, then I would be like at the mall or something with her. She was my assistant, you know, and then all these hot looking girls are like checking me out. Now all of a sudden, like, whoa, what's he got that he's with this young hot girl right here, you know?
He's got
And
money.
they're trying to freaking, you know, they're kind of, hey, wait a minute, like, look at this.
Uh-huh.
It's crazy. Even on the dance floor before, I remember going out and I was on the dance floor before, and girls, and like, he was like, hey, that girl's freaking like, she's checking you out and she's being a bitch, you know? And she's like, I'm like, what? Next, you know, she's rubbing her ass on the side of my butt behind me. Like
As you're
she's
dancing
dancing.
with another
I'm
girl?
dancing here with this girl, and
I've
this
never
one's
done that.
behind me rubbing her and just acting like she's barely not doing it intentionally,
Uh-huh.
right?
That's a
But
hoe. I'm not rubbing my ass on nobody
Yeah.
on the dance floor unless we're already intimate and he's my man.
well, they do
Well,
it.
she was
Well,
touching the
they're
water.
doing
Yeah.
this. Everybody's bumping, touching, and they're just using it as, oh, I'm just, you know, and they're doing
Bumping
that
and
kind of
touching.
shit.
He said.
They are. Everybody's touching. You're on the dance floor. You're
On
packed
that
in there
dance
like
floor.
sardines. You're acting like you're not touching nobody. Yeah, you're bumping into whether it's whoever. But they obviously put more emphasis on it to let it be known. To you know. But yeah, it's like what the fuck? What's up with that? Like,
That's just
women-
girls.
girls
Those
are
are just
freaking
girls are worse than guys.
Big
Girls
time.
are very competitive,
Okay,
and they want what they can't have.
yep.
but those are girls. Those aren't women.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, girls turn into women, and that part of
Do
them
they?
sometimes
I don't
doesn't
know.
mature.
Mm.
That part doesn't mature.
Not really.
Yeah.
But I think I stopped fighting over guys or arguing over guys. Or if you could take my man, have
Have
him.
him.
Once Javier was dead and gone because of the way he went, I swore I would never fight over another guy because I fought over that guy. I don't even know why. Think back now sometimes, and I'm like, I think I encouraged some of the fights just because we were young and dumb. But I was like, I am not chasing a guy. I am not fighting over. There's not a man alive on this earth that can say that I ever fought over him after the year 1997. There's just not. I'm not doing it. If you could come and get him, then he was never mine to
Yeah.
begin with.
Yeah.
I don't even care if we were married. Like when I went and knocked on Seth's stepmom's door to have a conversation, I was like, you can have him. I am not here for him. I'm here for my little one.
Mm-hmm.
He's yours. You have him.
Yeah.
It's not. And she was like, but I'm not going to fight over somebody. I'm not going to do all that. I'm definitely not going to do that and go rub my ass on somebody. And
While he's
with
dancing
the,
with somebody else.
Yeah, that's just cochina.
Yeah.
Well, they're out there. Trust me.
No, that's just
Well,
like.
that just gives you a
You're
little
acting like
perspective into
you're
her
acting like this is
personality.
like foreign or something like this.
But
is
as a
going on
woman,
out
how
there,
do you dance on him when he's dancing with another woman?
but as a woman though, look at what's out there now. You're like this is surprising to you.
There's no
Like,
men
there
out there,
are
if that's what
so
you're-
many trashy ones out there now. So
Okay,
this
but
is
men are
nothing.
just as bad as the women.
Well, maybe.
We've said that. Like
They're not
the
rubbing themselves on other
Yeah.
women while they're women.
No, but they're
Oh,
sending you
yeah.
corn dog pics in your
Yeah.
phone that
Oh,
you
I
didn't
don't-
even want or ask
Well,
for.
you at least gave him your phone number to do it. So you know what? You already went at least that.
No,
far.
no, 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 no. Just be. New year, new me. New year, new me. If I give you my phone number, and that does not give you the right or the
Right.
authority or
Okay,
anything.
so it wasn't like you
think-
Just
start
to
to
send
talk
you-
to him in a
Yes.
like
Yeah,
he hit on
pics.
you and then you talked back and
No.
then you got your phone.
That
number. It was
turns
just
me
a-
off.
Yeah.
If we
just a whole
start
nother-
texting within a few days and you instantly go to sex,
Yeah.
I'm done. That's a turnoff.
Yeah.
So guys are just as trashy.
That's the
as-
same
just as
thing. Like with all this, like I don't say, "Oh, you're hot, you're beautiful, you're." I don't do any of those things. And like, hey, why
Well,
don't
it's
you
okay
do
to
that?
tell a
No,
woman
I
that
don't-
she's beautiful.
It might be, but it doesn't matter. I don't do it. Okay.
Because you don't
So,
want their head
no,
to get big.
No, because
New year,
Don't
new
listen
Tom.
to him.
Listen,
Okay, we like to be
no.
beautiful and sweet.
We do like
And,
compliments.
You know,
I
we,
get it.
we like
But
being
what happens is I don't do it. And then if we get there later on or whatever in our conversation, but we're talking in depth, we're talking in all this other stuff.
You don't
I
do
don't
it off
go
the
there.
bat.
I don't do that for a long time because first of all, if she's an attractive woman, she's getting that
She already
all day
knows.
long. Fire, hot, heart.
Well,
this-
we know
all
you
this
only
gay
date hot
shit.
women, so whoever
Yeah.
he dates next, just know that you're hotter than the last.
Yeah, give me
Because
five. Give me five.
He
We know
only
that.
goes up
Yes.
the
But-
rung, so
Yeah.
So what I'm
girlfriend, you are
saying-
hot.
Yes.
Well, I'm trying to make a point is if you're getting it all the time, I just look like another Barney like everybody else. I'm not going to freaking send you the same thing that you've already been hit 5 times by
So
some other guys.
Let me
for the
ask you a
day.
question.
But maybe she wants
But
it
we
from
can't
you.
control
You know
what
what?
Like
other guys say.
I want that
We
from
don't
my
hold
man.
on
I don't want
to
to.
Then guess what? Then guess what? You got to stick around long enough to get it from me.
Let me ask you a question.
I'm not just giving you. You doesn't get that free attention right
This
off.
girl
the bat.
better be
Time out.
on it.
Yeah.
She better
Time
be
out. Question.
very
Yeah.
confident.
So do you
Yeah.
She
assume?
better.
Do you assume that Daniela and I are getting in, and because we're single? I'm not trying to leave you
No, no,
out.
no,
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
No,
Do you
I-
assume because we're single that we're getting text messages from different guys telling us that we're beautiful and hot and fire and whatever else that you said? Do you assume that?
so
I
that
what
they
if-
don't.
because what
So
if
they
you're
don't
I
not-
don't
deserve
know
it
how
from
many.
the.
I don't know who you're
'Cause-
talking to or what or
But
how
my
many
thing
guys.
is, what if you met somebody who's not talking to anybody else?
She deserves
meets
that.
you, and you guys are now been in like 2 weeks, and she tells me like he doesn't even tell me like I looked beautiful last night. He doesn't even tell me I was hot or like
Well, no,
that I'm
so that it's the way that you do it. So for me, if I went in and I took you out and you looked nice for them, like, oh, that looks really nice on you. I would.
I
feel
do not want to
something
hear I look
like-
nice. I'm not your mom.
Okay, well, Anyway, I would do it in a way that's not so much like I'm feeling like it's been by everybody else. I'm not.
Who
If you
cares
go-
about everybody else?
So if
Selena
you go on
wants a
social
twirl,
media
and
you go on-
damn, girl, you looking good.
So if you go on
cares
social
about all
media,
I
and you
want to
see
hear it from my
Yeah.
man. I don't want to hear. I don't care about if every other man is attracted to me or wants to tell me that I'm beautiful. I want to hear it from my man, not from all these other people.
well, stick around. You might hear it.
So you have to be invested in one another in order for her to hear it from you.
Yeah, I'm not just gonna be.
So you must
freely
have
giving it.
patience
I've been out
with
with
Tom.
you 2 weeks, and you need to hear.
You got to be
see all
hot
this
and you
freaking-
got to be patient.
Yeah. Hot and
like-
patient.
Hold on.
Yeah.
So 2 weeks in, there isn't like a good morning text of like, good morning,
And that's why
sexy.
she's having
Good morning,
coffee and
beautiful.
lunch with other people.
Like,
I don't know.
The ones that are telling her
Oh,
she's
no.
beautiful.
yeah.
wow.
Well, you know what though? If you're confident, right, enough, like I guess if he's
Oh, I'm
not
gonna
saying
stay
it,
and
it's
break him
fine.
down. He's gonna call
Yeah,
me beautiful one day. That's what I
Because
would.
you
be
know
thinking.
you're beautiful.
Yeah.
But there's some women that they don't think that. So hearing it from you is helpful.
Yeah.
If they've already been hearing it from everybody else, I don't care if it's from me or
They
not.
don't
How
want to
do you
hear it
know
from
they've been
everybody
hearing
else.
it
They
from
want to hear it from
everybody
else? I don't
you.
know. I don't
And
know.
people wonder why we pick on Tom or bully Tom. It's not that we're picking or bullying. We're trying to get him to understand a woman's perspective because he is man and hear me roar.
Well,
I agree with Tom though.
No, but
Oh,
it's
boy.
true, and I know
Here
you
we
guys
go.
don't see it. But
Here we go.
the thing is, like, so for instance, you know, and my friends and all, we would talk about this. This is where men are at. You'll watch and you'll see, hey, this girl say, hey, whatever, I'm single, and she's on social media, and you're like, oh my God, gorgeous. I would definitely take you out, fought higher, all this shit. Do you think she's really gonna freaking go out with that guy? No, hold on. But if you said, hey, I like the caption you put on there. I like the way you hold yourself. I like these other things. I'm not telling you hot, beautiful, fire. It's not based on all that. It's based on, hey, your character, who you are. What I love the way you said it, or you brought up God or whatever like this. I'm focused on those things. I'm setting myself apart different than all you other Barneys.
But you are
Barney's
already
Releases in.
separate.
No, but I
from
don't
them.
need to put heart, and do the same thing right underneath that guy's
You're
First of
not
all,
going
any
to.
girl that's dating
You're
a
not
guy
going to
social
be like
media-
you're not going to be like all those other Barneys. She already looks at you differently.
Yeah.
Right? You
But are
already
you
stand,
talking-
you
It just
stand apart.
depends. It
But are
just
you talking
depends.
about meeting a girl on social media that you've never met before?
Well, obviously,
It could be
everybody's
that.
got,
Yeah,
like,
it
their
could be
pictures.
that, or it could be
Referring,
other. I'm just saying there's so many of these weenie guys that are giving women like all these praises, and
agree
they're
with
up
that
their
part, yeah,
asses, and they're
yeah.
blowing these women's, delusional to be like, oh,
So a
I got so
4 is
many other
now a 7?
options, like, and I'm not doing that. I'm not getting
Do-
into
do you
any
think
of
Well,
that
come
makes-
down the
I'm not
rung a little
saying-
bit, and those girls have less options.
Yeah.
The what?
I said, come down the rung a little bit, and then those girls have less options.
He's not lowering
He's
his
like,
guard.
not.
No, because what happens is the other women pump them up and give them those things, saying, "Oh my God, girl, she's 300 pounds. You look gorgeous that way." No, you don't. Stop lying to her.
Well, you better hope it's a girl because I was on social media today and
They
there
need
was a
love
man
too.
that turned into a
So?
girl and looked hotter than me.
That's fine, but don't lie to her. Don't
That
flattery.
just because they're 300 pounds doesn't mean they're not beautiful.
Flattery's a sin too. You can't just be pumping people up and lying, knowing damn good and well.
No.
Hey, you know what? If you really, really liked what you'd be like, girl, where did you get that makeup? Where did you get your nose ring? Where did you get? I'm
Nose
gonna get
ring?
all just like you. And because
Your
they're
hair's dyed
lying
blue.
to them,
Your-
they're just telling them that
I
you
don't
look
lie. I'm no.
great.
If I tell you you're beautiful, you're
Yes,
beautiful.
Yes.
Okay.
But you
I think
also
women
look at-
appreciate
we're talking
comments
about,
from other
but what I'm
women more than
saying,
men.
this is
Yeah,
how
yeah.
it's all happening.
Yeah.
It didn't just,
Yeah.
these women didn't think they're all this from nobody telling them it. So you might not be, but all of
It's
it
the
across
weenies.
the board. The weenies and the freaking other women pumping them
Hold
all
on.
up, making
I'm going to
self-esteem.
argue with your comment about 300 pounds because
Yes.
I'm going to tell you something.
There are some-
Let me defend the beautiful women that are 300 pounds. And what I mean by this is there are women, and I've always said this, heavier girls are way more gorgeous in their face than a lot of these skinny
Yeah.
girls. And
Yep.
to me, they have big girl confidence. And there's nothing wrong with that because I go on there and I'm like, I'll see a big girl and I'm like, oh my God, if I had her face with my body, I'd be on Playboy. Like she's gorgeous. So, and there's some women genetically who just are the size that they are. So I think that there's a little bit, I know what you're talking about. There's a little bit difference. When you're on social media and you see a big girl that's going on there and she's showing herself and she's vulnerable in doing that. We're just trying to get her to feel good about herself because
And
you
so she
don't
doesn't have to
know.
Because you don't know what's
'Cause you don't
going
know what's
on
on the other end.
behind.
You're talking about
yeah.
these. You're talking about these girls that wear clothes that do not fit them. They have no
Yeah.
business wearing, and they're going out on the town with their friends, thinking that they look like Cher
When
or
I-
who's all these hot
Yeah.
women, you know, and they're not. So that's what he's talking about to clarify the.
When I see some of the comments they make about themselves, and they're not that one that's going all down about
Yeah.
they're saying, "Oh, you want all this." And when we go to 300 pounds, we're like, I get it, you might be heavier, right? But I'm using
thicker.
I'm using a number that you have no business. Like, there's
Thickalicious.
problem, right? Like, it's not like, hey, she was just, 6 foot or 6 foot tall. She's tall and she's 220 pounds and she's just thick. No, I said 300. Like, you're obviously
We're getting
need to
canceled
do
tonight.
something to get your health better. Like,
And there's women. Because,
Okay, just
The
to
comments
clarify.
on this one is going to be.
Well, because I have a thick family. We have a thickalicious family. And
I
they
do too.
struggle and they try and I have four girl cousins. Their names all start with R's and they are pretty girls. Like I look at them, I'm like, how did that genes get me? Like compared to them, but they're thicker and it's a genetic thing in our family and they struggle with that. So they're going to watch this and probably try to run Tom over next time they see him.
Because so I go to the gym all the time and everybody has different, you have different genetics and you have different, some women, they're just really petite and they can't really barely put a butt on and they're doing all kinds of squats. They're doing all this stuff.
Oh, we're just going after the women tonight.
Oh my gosh.
Like you guys already, there we go, interrupting, right?
Because
So
you're attacking
I'm trying. No,
women.
so I'm saying. So you have this girl, and she's trying to do whatever, but she's doing the best to what her thing is, and she's in the gym. She's eating the right stuff. She's trying to be her best her, right? And then you have another girl that she is just nice thick butt, nice thick legs, and she's not this little petite thing that's only 100 pounds. But it doesn't mean that she doesn't look good at all.
Mhm.
That girl looks amazing too, and that one
She
that's
got a
petite looks
BBL.
amazing too.
Yeah.
Not even BBL, but like you're saying, you have friends that family, they're just thicker. They're
Yeah.
they're just, they can put on muscle easier. They can all these things. So I see those type too.
But those aren't the ones you're talking about because
I'm
they're
talking
doing
about the
something.
people that are making excuses.
Yeah, for eating.
They're making
5 burritos
excuses
a
to
day
eat the
and-
way
yeah.
they do and eat the garbage they
Yeah.
do. They're not trying to be their best them. So as long as you are being and you really are not lying to yourself and lying to others, you are really trying to be the best you, whether it's mentally, physically, spiritually, everything, and you're being who you are and you're being truthful, hey, cool. But if you're trying to fake it to me, it's like my kid saying, yeah, Dad, I was really trying. I wanted to get on the team, but son, you weren't even freaking running, homie. Like you're giving half-ass effort, but you want to be on the team. You want all this picks and you
Yeah.
want all this thing, but you're not doing the
Yeah.
do.
Well, just imagine that thickalicious woman looking at you and saying, Tom, if I'm too much for you, go find less.
And I will.
He's saying, don't lie to your friend if she's 300 pounds. Don't lie to
You're
her.
lying.
Yeah.
You are lying, trying to bump onto that
You're not
confidence,
doing
saying,
her
oh, no,
any
this
service.
is all
That's what
what
you
is.
gotta get across.
Yeah,
Yeah.
come on,
Yeah.
man.
No, I.
If your blood sugar matches your weight, you need to change.
Trina is about to throw daggers at you right now.
No,
But
I'm trying to understand you, and now I do.
And now I do. And we're going to have a talk. The
And
after,
I will talk to you after.
yeah, the
No, I'm just
after
kidding.
show is going to be the best part. When I got to get between Trina and Tom.
No. I just am like,
You know what? I come from
No.
both sides. My dad's side of the family is ridiculously skinny. It's just their genetics. My mom's
Yeah.
side is heavier. It's just their genetics. I'm stuck in the middle. My kids were kind of more towards my mom's side, and I've watched them struggle, and they've done everything. You've seen them. My daughter now has amazingly lost a lot of weight, but it's an everyday process.
Yeah.
But
But
she does it. She works
she
at it.
does it,
She's
yes.
conscious about what
She has
eats.
to,
She's-
yes.
Yeah.
And it is a thing. But as a mom, my heart still breaks a little bit because I feel like, is she starving herself? Is she
Yeah.
getting enough protein? Is she eating? Like, I worry about her. I don't think I've ever seen her this skinny ever in my entire life. I'm in her entire life, right? I don't want anybody who's watching the show to really think that, like, I have no problem. And Tom, as a friend and as people, doesn't. He's talking about somebody he doesn't want to date. He doesn't want to date somebody who's 300 pounds. That's just his. And he has a right to feel that way.
Right.
But we're not on here bashing women because I feel
Well,
like this was a whole woman
no.
bashing episode.
He comes off a little raw, but I think his intention is good. I think
It
his
is my
intention
responsibility. It is, and it's both of our
don't dilute
responsibilities.
them more.
Yeah.
Let's help them
Well,
to
it-
become,
It is both of our responsibility
Look at
to
my finger.
bring the best
I did get
of
the finger.
ourselves to the table, and that means health wise too.
Right.
But we're slacking in that area in a lot of ways, and all we do is make excuses,
right.
and we keep on. And right back to earlier when you said no, help them. I have been in fitness for over 35 years,
Mm-hmm.
and just like I said earlier, I'm willing to give it. But everybody knows all the time they never follow through,
Right.
and so I'm done with hearing that. You know how many times I heard that? Like, are you really have the discipline? Do you really want to go through that thing? Because I'm gonna tell you, most of the time they're not. They talk like they're gonna do it, but do they really do it?
So do you think that social media makes a girl on a scale from 1 to 10 who's a 4 make her think she's a 7 or an 8?
100% think she's a
Yeah.
10, and she's a 4?
Well, on that note, we're gonna have to discuss that our next one. We're up on our time now.
Are you a
and,
4 or a 10?
I don't know.
What do you? I feel like I'm like
People drop your questions.
I'm like a happy 7. I'm a happy 7.
First of all, no, you wake up, you're a 10.
Yeah.
Why would
no,
you?
I'm
dim
no,
your light?
because-
There's unrealistic things, and we're putting ourselves 10. No, can't be 10 because then we're not allowing
God
any.
says you're a 10.
You're not allowing any room to grow
improvement.
and to be
growth.
improved. You're saying I'm the
You
top.
can't be 11?
I'm the
Oh.
top, and I don't believe that. I would never say that. Hey, I'm at the top pinnacle peak. Like
Why?
there's nobody.
Why? Because
we're
we're
not
not
just-
top.
just
we're not-
because
I didn't say you're
just
perfect.
because we identify or I want to be that. That's the whole problem. We identify with it.
Oh,
and be
I
like,
identify as the hottest Latina.
I'm
around
identified
there.
that I'm
I do
this.
that.
Sexy Mexican.
But I could identify that I'm freaking another nationality. Doesn't make me another nationality. So it doesn't matter what you think
The
that
nation
you're not being realistic
struggling with
yourself.
identity
You're
crisis
not.
Oh,
right
it
now.
is.
So
Yeah.
You're not
yeah.
being, you're not really being truthful with yourself when
Yeah.
you know that, hey, I'm going to say this and I'm going to go here and I'm this. And it's like, really, man? Come
Well,
on.
things
no.
have changed. Before we grew up with this, we weren't as delusional. We knew where
Oh,
where
yeah.
we were, where our boundaries
And I feel
were.
that
we knew
some
what our
bullying-
capabilities
Yeah.
were.
I'd be walking around like I'm a God's gift to every woman. Like I'm a 10. No, cut it out, bro.
But I also
You're
feel
not.
that when we were in junior high or elementary school and somebody pointed out your flaw, it was kind of like, oh, I thought I just knew that about myself, right? And then someone pointed.
No, well,
it makes-
Mexicans, we get pulled
Yeah,
out by our
but-
flaws.
Yeah, but it
lives
makes
with you for forever.
It makes you stronger. It makes you like you got to deal with it and keep going, right? The first time some kid made me cry at school because I had a big nose, I came home. My grandpa's like, "Why are you crying? You left with that same nose this morning." I was like, "But he said it was big." He's like, "It is." I love my nose, right?
Uh-huh.
It's a whole thing. But today, if a kid comes home and says, "Nana, she told me I was fat." Let's go. They bullied you. No, maybe your kid needed to hear that. Maybe
Yeah.
there's things that they had to go through because then they figured it out. Maybe you needed to hear it. So there's some things that we need to hear. But now as a society, we walk on
Don't tell
eggshells
anybody
and it's
anything
sugarcoat
that's bad.
everything. Yeah. Now it's called rage baiting. Anytime you tell somebody, "Oh,
Yeah.
you're just trying to rage bait me."
Yeah.
What? My niece told me that when I told her.
I'm trying to have a conversation with
Well,
you.
she was listening to Keith Sweat, her and Emery, 14 and 13, with their full lungs. First of all, who broke your guys' heart that you're even listening to Nobody
Yeah.
and Twisted
Yeah.
Keith Sweat? You guys shouldn't even know the words of that song.
We
So
did.
I was like 20, and I had already had a
When
broken
Keith Sweat, that song?
When Nobody and Twisted came out, that was mine and Javier's song. I was like 22, 23. They're 13 and 14. They've never even kissed a boy, I don't think. Why are you singing these
You don't-
sexual
you
songs?
I don't
know.
know. Them songs.
So
That you
they're
know
singing
of.
it with their whole might, right? And I told my niece, "You don't even know what that is. You've never even felt a heartbreak." And she goes, "You're rage baiting me." And I was like, "I'm about to beat your ass and we'll just skip the rage baiting part." Like, but you can't say anything anymore. Everything is, you got to be sensitive and walk on people's, little feelings and, do this and do that. And I'm like, "Girl, no, we're not doing that. Turn
Not
that song
me.
off and that music." I'm
Not
like,
Tom.
that
Get a
sense?
little dose of Tom. He ain't gonna do none of that.
Well, after this dose. Well, Solomon, thank you for bailing it out a few times. You just sat back and watched the fireworks happen.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
He was
yeah.
just, he had a smirk on
He
his
agreed
face
with
the whole
Tom.
time.
He was agreeing with
I
him.
hope I hope you zoomed in to Trina's reactions to half
The
this
dagger
conversation.
eyes.
Yeah, I got a few of those.
Yeah.
What?
It's literally
Yeah.
like, huh? Is he really saying? I was beautiful. I loved it.
No, I just
You were
thinking-
sitting too far
my-
away. You should
my-
have been closer.
in my head, I was like, oh my gosh, someone's gonna say something to him.
Oh,
That's what I was. I was in protective mode. Like someone's
Yeah.
gonna go on there and comment and
no one.
I was in
Some
protective
angry
mode.
girl that he would never.
That was
care about his
300
feelings.
pounds.
Oh, I didn't say that. I love me some thickalicious. people. You know
Yeah, me
that. I love them
too.
thick. So I like the thickums.
So do I.
220, 240 range is good for me.
He
I'm
said
saying.
only if
he
he's
said
6'4".
I'm referring to 300, not 220.
Right.
Okay,
So
well,
you could be
if you're a guy or a
220.
girl, you had 300, you got problems.
Well-
You're speaking from a health point of view,
Yeah.
not in
Yeah.
a judgment,
that's
not
what he
judging.
means,
Like,
yeah.
yeah,
are you? Yeah, we don't judge.
no, we don't.
God says don't judge, Tom.
He
it's
also said,
2026.
he also says you're a 10.
Mm.
On that note, we're about to say goodbye, and it is 2026. And you know what?
One week in.
I was a little like, wondering like, I didn't want to stop the podcast, but you and I had talked like there's times where I'm just like, do I need a break? It's like, what are we doing? Some stuff has happened. I kind of got really turned off by the one person which we talked about on last episode that came on, and it wasn't what we thought, and it was to their own agenda and all that stuff. But man, Tom, tonight I feel like we're just cracking you open.
We were just here for the Tom show.
We were, and I loved it. Like, so how was therapy 101 tonight? Do you feel better?
He needs a drink.
Now he's back to being calm because it's
Uh-huh.
ending.
He was,
Calm
he is
Tom.
a whole nother Tom because he did this.
He
did.
He
did.
and you handled it so well. I'm so proud
I
of you,
I let him
Daniela.
speak his.
Did you see that? When you put her in her place?
Mhm.
I was like, I know it went that
He
way.
didn't do this.
It
He said
sure as
this.
hell
He
didn't
just
come this
said,
way.
he said, I need to finish this real quick.
You're not doing that to me like those
Uh-huh.
two do.
That was the silent Daniela.
He was like, stop.
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, on that note, Solomon,
Hi.
follow us on YouTube, subscribe, like, please comment.
Mhm.
I don't know.
know
I'm a
you
little
will.
nervous after
Be
tonight.
nice.
Yeah.
It's all right.
We all have
I'm a big
Instagram.
boy.
Tom has his own Instagram, his own TikTok.
Instagram, TikTok.
Yeah, we have it all.
Uh-huh.
Thank you guys so much. Solomon, thank you. And until next time, bye.